Hey, it's Dr. Bill Williams, and I am so excited to talk to you about what I find is one of the most marvelous breakthroughs in biology, the science, the biochemistry of redox signaling has really had an impact on our dental practice and in our personal lives. So I wanted to tell you today about how I became a strong supporter and how I use redox and ASEA in particular in our practice. I heard about it first from my good friend, Dr. Lee Osler, who is a founding member of the American Academy for Oral Systemic Health, one of my best friends, and we've been in study clubs together for 30 years or longer, and we've always bounced off of each other any good idea that we come across. And so Lee called me up about 9 months ago and said, you won't believe what happened to my wife when she took this particular redox supplement. She got better. She was bedridden and had many problems. And so she got better within just 2 weeks. And it got my attention quite quickly. So I read the scientific literature. I looked at this video testimonials. I read the written testimonials. And I met with individuals who had taken ASEA for several months. And I started to understand the power of redox signaling when I understood what they had to say, what they had to share in reading that literature. So immediately I joined as an associate, and I started telling my friends and relatives about these amazing molecules. Some of my closest friends had dramatic improvements right off the bat. We always talk about what happens to people when they start taking. You can have a good reaction, and that would be 10% of the people within just a couple of weeks will have a good reaction. Maybe in about 30% of the people, you'll get a great reaction in 30 days. And of course, we know that in 90 days, 90% of the people will have a positive result. If it takes longer than 30 days, it just means you need it more. You have a bigger depletion of the redox signaling molecule total in your body, and you need to just supplement more. So I always encourage people to continue as long as it takes to get the result. You may have to do it more often. You may have to do it for a longer period of time until you see a result. But what we know is it always works. We had an introductory meeting in my office, a Super Saturday, at my Swanee Dental Care office, and we had people come from all over the United States to the meeting. And I was very impressed when I got to know some of the people who've been in the business and ASEA as a company for more than a few years, because they were very supportive of the company in such a way that two of the guys, Tom Beasley and Bill Perry, they drove down from Virginia 7 hours just to be at our office to explain the dramatic impact that ASEA had had on their lives and how they had overcome serious conditions, serious pain problems, serious healing problems as a result of injury. And they drove all the way down just to spend an hour or two with us, and then they drove back to Virginia 7 hours. So that impressed me. And also Maureen Hayes, Dr. Hayes was our upline diamond support, and she came all the way from Texas, flew in just for our meeting that one day, stayed a couple of days even with us, and did some training, did some Q&A with other people that we had in our local area. So I was impressed with the people of ASEA, not just the product. The people who give of their time freely, they don't charge, they give their time to help others understand and grow in the business, speaks, volumes when you talk about what's happening in the company, what kind of people we're dealing with. And then I went to the global convention in Las Vegas just a couple of days ago. We got back from Las Vegas, and I met the other people. The caliber of people there was outstanding. The presentations were good. The ethos of the company was explained by Tyler Norton, the founder. And you don't find companies that have an ethos that is so highly developed, that is so ingrained in the company. And so I was very impressed to hear about the charitable organizations and support that they have, about how the company is mostly a company of givers rather than a company of takers. My belief is that a company with this kind of passion, this kind of people, this kind of product line is destined for greatness, that they're going to be something that is going to be listed among the world's most admired companies, companies to work for, companies to work with, companies to be connected to. The product line speaks for itself. It's outstanding. But those are the primary reasons why I got involved with ASEA, is because of the three-legged stool, the company culture, the company's people, and the company's outstanding products. It's Dr. Bill Williams in Atlanta, Georgia. Be glad to talk with any of you if you have any questions related to why dentists would get involved with ASEA. Thank you.